Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is vanilla nut ticino, and it's going to be 53 degrees today. And guess what? It's going to be raining off and on. So another gloomy day here on the townhouse homestead. I guess I could call it that. I'm trying to build a food forest out there in my little backyard. And it is little, but I enjoy it. I actually like gardens with a lot of hardscape and then having a lot of plants in the hardscape. I think that looks really nice. So, lots of work to do out there yet, but not today. So I'm still fooling around with this ticino to make it the strength that I like. By the time I get it figured out, I'll be all out of it. And hopefully by then, I can return to some decaf coffee. So today I have to do some cleaning up inside, the usual laundry and cleaning up, and with 3 dogs. You know, of course, it's always lots to do. So let's try it this time with a little creamer. I used a little less water again. Just made a cup. So I didn't put any syrup in here this morning, but I might, so I'm not going to put too much creamer in here. But first I'll give it a try just with the creamer. So cheers. Yeah, that's actually better. Yep, so I put more of the ticino in and less water. So I think that's palatable now. I mean, it was good before, but it just was lacking something. It just didn't have that flavor. You know how sometimes coffee is just a tad bitter? I don't like bitter coffee, but coffee does have a little bit of a bitter taste. So, okay, I didn't do the budget book yesterday. Yesterday was a very busy day. Spent a good portion of the day with my family, which is always a joy to me. And that's my daughter's name. I named her right because she is a joy. All my kids are joys. But I see way more of my daughter because she lives very close to me. So, but anyway, and you know, sometimes boys, they take a wife and have kids and you don't see them as often. But I'm very close to my kids anyway. So, all right, I didn't do the budget book yesterday because I just was too busy. So today I have a couple of catch-up days. So, all right, I'm going to drink this. I think I'm going to add a little tiny bit of chocolate and raspberry syrup to it and enjoy it, and I'll be back at the budget book. Okay, back at the budget book. So I have a couple days to catch up on. Today is Sunday, and I'm staying home today, so I don't plan on spending any money. But Friday and Saturday, I did spend some money. So Friday, I went shopping for my mom for a birthday gift, and I got her a gift. And Saturday, I went out and I got some flash food fruit and a couple of other little things, but I only spent like $7 and something. And then I got my mom a little bouquet of flowers, and I also got her a birthday cake. So I think that was money well spent. So all in all, I haven't spent money on a whole lot of days here. I was hoping to get through this last week with a little less, but it's okay. So next month I'm going to do the same thing, just monitor what I'm spending and keep it to a minimum. So it's been raining, so I haven't had to buy any flowers yet, but that's going to be coming up in a week or two in May, and then I can start planting. But it's raining the next few days, and it's really still getting cold at night, into the 30s, and that's way too cold for the tender annuals. So I don't want to spend all that money on flowers and then end up having them leggy and ugly and not surviving. So anyway, that's the plan with the money spending. I will be buying flowers, and I think I have enough soil. I think I have enough fertilizer. I've made some homemade fertilizer with my I Do Garbo and eggshells, so I hope that works well. And so we'll see. We'll see how the next month progresses. Okay, how are you guys doing? Are you spending money on your garden? What are you spending money on? Or what are you saving money for? Let me know in the comments below. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm here in my kitchen. I'm making some brunch. And I haven't been in my kitchen for a while, but I wanted to finish up this tuna salad. So I mixed it with some, I know it doesn't look too pretty, some green onions, some oatmeal, some breadcrumbs, just homemade breadcrumbs, and I also put some panko crumbs in there, an egg, some Old Bay seasoning, and then of course whatever you put in tuna salad is in there too. So I want to make a couple of patties to eat. So if you have leftover tuna, turn it into tuna patties. So I have some lemon butter spray that I'm going to cook it in. I don't deep fry many things. Not that I don't like fried food, but it's too messy, so I'm just going to, and too many calories, and it's not healthy. So instead of doing in the air fryer today, because I've never made these before, it's just a recipe off the cuff. So here I have some crumbs of tortilla chips that I had left over from a bag of tortilla chips. And then I'm going to mix that with, this is from Dollar Tree, I'm going to mix it with a little of this. It's actually for chicken, but I thought I would try it with these patties and see how it turns out, since I'm trying to use up what I have. So I thought that might give it a little more crunch. Okay, I lost some of the footage. I put it on pause and hit the wrong thing again. So anyway, I fried these up in a little bit of lemon butter spray, and they look pretty good, I think. So let's give it a quick taste. I'm going to make it into a sandwich, but I'll give it a taste. So let's see. Okay, they're nice and firm. They're not mushy. So let's taste it. Those are actually pretty good. Doesn't taste real fishy, even though I have kelp and things in here. No, that's good. So if you have leftover things, turn it into a patty. You can mix anything with almost anything with breadcrumbs, but I think the addition of the oatmeal gave it a nice firmer texture. And then the breading from the tortilla chips gives it some flavor. And adding the chicken seasoning, that gives it some flavor too. So I'm going to make a sandwich out of this. I'm going to put some homemade tartar sauce and some lettuce. I don't have any tomatoes. And I'm not going to buy any yet. I'm just going to wait until next week and pick up a couple of more produce things. Over here, I'm going to make a fruit salad from some of the veggies, or not veggies, from some of the fruits that I picked up yesterday from Flash Foods. Whole big box with tons of grapes and a lot of fruit for $3. So normally they're $5, but these were kind of getting a little on the old side. So they sold them for $3, which is fine. So I'm set, other than I do need potatoes. I'd like to get some cucumbers, tomatoes, and celery. But I think that's pretty much going to be it for the veggies. And the rest of my meals I'm going to cook from my freezer, frozen veggies. All right, I hope this recorded this time. Okay, my sandwich is done. I took one of the patties, cut it in half, and put it on the bun. So there it is. I did my homemade tartar sauce, which is from my homemade zucchini pickle relish, and some dressing and a little bit of mustard, just all to taste. Some of the lettuce I got for 50 cents from Mark's the other day, and then my leftover tuna salad, which is all from pantry ingredients. All right, so let me give this a taste and see if it's any good. Oh, and the bun, or the hoagie bun, that was from marked down from Oops, which is Orlando, when they make too much. I got a ton of those for, I bought 2 packages, and each package was $2.19, and I think there were 8 huge buns, and this is only like half a bun. They were like this big. All right, let me give this a taste. Pretty darn good. So, before you toss your little bits and bites of leftover food, see if you can't, add other ingredients to it. Excuse me. Earl Grey decaf with gingerbread syrup. Oh dear, now I have hiccups. Anyway, before you toss those little bits and bites, see if you can't make something out of them to stretch your food. It's getting tough out there, folks. Every time I go to the store, because I only go once a month, so I can really notice the price increase. You know, if you go every week, yeah, maybe not so much, but if you just shop once every month, once every 6 weeks, you really notice how much food has gone up. So I'm trying to use every little scrap of food that I can. And if something does happen and I can't get to it in time, everything goes in the compost or to feed my worms. So it's not going to go in the landfill. All right, I'm going to eat my brunch and I'll be back later. Okay, well, I just spent the whole morning trying to figure out this wireless mic, and the end result was it was just so simple to fix the problem. So I got this wireless mic, and it comes with this adapter. I can't show you the receiver right now because it's plugged into the phone. It comes with two little mics and this nice storage case. So I must have recorded 30 little snippets of videos, and none of them worked. So finally, I discovered, I thought, well, maybe I have to unplug the receiver in order to hear what I've recorded. And I'll be darned, that was the problem, because before I couldn't get any sound out of it. I tried 100 different ways. So finally now I can use my wireless mic, and I'm a happy camper. So anyway, I got this on Amazon. I ended up paying $20 because I had rewards. So, but I think originally it was like $38, but it comes with two mics, a receiver, of course, two plug-in chargers, an adapter that goes into the receiver, and it even comes with an earpiece. So, okay, problem solved. Now I can make garden videos and be standing not right by the phone. So, thumbs up, yay. I like this mic, it works fine now. Well, I just learned something new. There's a thing called the Migratory Bird Treaty Act of 1918 that the US, Canada, Mexico, Japan, and Russia entered into, which makes it illegal to move a bird's nest once it's active. In other words, once it has eggs and baby birds in it, you're not allowed to move it. It's illegal. Who knew, right? The reason I found that out is not because I have too much time on my hands, but in one of my little wooden wind chimes, there's like a little birdhouse on top, and it's actually inside my screen now. And I wanted to move it outside, and I was looking to see if the bird would still find its nest. I noticed that there were things hanging out of the little hole in the house. And the reason I wanted it out of there was not because of the bird's nest necessarily, but I noticed there's yellow jackets starting to go up into the wooden tubes, and they're probably making a nest there too. So I certainly don't want that inside my screen house. Plus that, my dogs are not real friendly towards baby birds. So I don't know if there's anything in there yet. I'd have to get a flashlight and look because it's small. It's real little. So I guess that act was started to protect the migratory birds as they come back. I have no idea what kind of bird this could be. I don't know. So anyway, so I went out and I checked my little starts, and the ones that I've shown you before are doing beautifully, but it's been so cold and rainy I don't want to transplant them yet, but they're almost starting to grow out of the bags. So the herbs I planted, there's nothing going on there, but the lettuces and the perpetual spinach, all those are doing really super. So when I was out the other day and bought my mom the birthday gift, This is the cookbook I ended up getting, and it's a collection of classic recipes from the Old Farmer's Almanac. Field to Fork, 120 delicious recipes. So there's a lot of vegetarian recipes in here, and the regular price is $19.95, $23.95 Canadian. And I got it for $3.99. So I thought that was a pretty good deal, and it's got a lot of really nice pictures. And not every recipe has a picture, but there are a lot of nice pictures. I find recipe books with no pictures rather boring. I don't know, do you find that to be true? I like looking at the food. I don't know, just gives you a better idea of what you're going to get once you're done. So, and I looked at my sourdough and I was going to think about doing something, and it's moldy. So that needs to go in the compost, and it was sort of active. So, I don't know. I saved some of it that I haven't fed. I don't know if I could start over with that. I could give it a try, but I wanted to try and bake some, but I left it like this too long, where you just put the flour on top and just save a little bit. I left it too long. This is operator error. Oh well. You live and learn. So, the reason that I wanted to, I was talking about the wireless mic that I got. The old one I had worked okay with my old cell phone, but I didn't use it very often unless I was like back in the garden, because the audio and video never hooked up. My mouth was moving and the wrong thing was coming out. So, but this mic seems to work real well with, I'm not using it right now. I know I have it on, but I don't have it on the phone. But this one seems to coordinate the audio and the video, so that's what I was looking for. So it was worth all the hassle and fooling around I did with it, and I'm very happy with it now. Because it's difficult when you're a YouTube creator and you do things like decluttering or, projects, and you're not right with the phone, you're over there somewhere, it doesn't pick up your voice. So that's what I wanted the receiver for. So anyway, I'm just enjoying my cup of tea. I was happy. I found 3 more bags of the Divive apple and cranberry. My Dollar Trees don't have it anymore. So a lot of times I've noticed that at Dollar Tree, if something disappears that they've had for a long time, they usually end up a lot of times bringing it back, but in a smaller quantity. That's what happened to the votive candles, and I like their votive candles. You used to get 4, and now you only get 3, but they disappeared for a while. So I don't know. Who knows? Everything is getting downsized and priced is going through the roof. So, oh well, what are you going to do, right? Some things you just don't buy anymore. If you don't like their brand and what they're doing with it, like certain beers, you just don't buy the brand anymore. Buy a one you like better, or find something that you like that's a little less expensive, that you can afford, that's just as good. Or try and make it homemade as much as you can. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. It's raining again. Go figure. So I'm just going to putz around here in my kitchen and relax a little bit. It's Sunday, so That's what you should do on a Sunday. Just relax and enjoy yourself. Okay, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.